It must be something about me that draws all this attention. Early in the morning, the T.M.I show. I'm hearing a lovely Sosua. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Worth every penny. I'm a little inebriated. Shout out to my man. Rico Toro, R.I.P. The lovely Sosua. For millions and millions around the world. I think Sosua was really showed out last night. Depending on there were any theatrical videos about Martin Scorsese type videos that people are looking for, but prices is up, but you can find certain people. You can find certain people that's got the numbers down. The Seagulls, average. I like to throw it out there before they could throw the number out at me. Does that make sense? I'd like to say, hey, I'm gonna pay 2 boxes of ziti for the work. You can't leave it up to them because they're always thinking more, which is cool, I guess, for them. I'm not paying a certain price. I'm gonna keep it YouTube friendly this video early in the morning. Letting the seagull out. If you get a seagull, a woman, a lady, a worker, if you get a woman 2 a.m. and she leave at like 9 a.m., that's not all night. I'm sorry. And I got duped yesterday. Don't get duped. It was a morning rant. I got duped. She was on my shoulder, rubbing me down. We had lunch. Honey this and honey that and baby this and baby that. Yes, no, agree to everything I wrote in text message. So, okay, we're gonna chill. I just wanna chill. We're gonna chill. Okay. I wouldn't be doing nothing anyway. She got that. I'm not gonna front. That's the one that got me out. He said, I wouldn't be doing much anyway, so I'll take whatever. I'm just chilling. I'm chilling with you. It's okay. Get her back up in the room. All of a sudden, it looked like she's taking her driver's ed exam or something. Like she just, she went from Janet Jack me to sitting there, you know what I'm saying, studying the exam. Like, what's going on? Like, she was all live and vibrant, got in the room. Then they Transformers, y'all. Not the real Transformers, not the lady boys and stuff. I mean, listen, they got a lot of tricks. And I keep telling people, the more experience, like me and her, we did and walk by each other. If she knew what it was, I told her, you gotta take off 500. You gotta take off a half a box of ziti. Is anybody listening out there? And I said, I can't say ziti because a lot of guys haven't been following me. I say box of ziti for money. You gotta take off 500 pesos. I'm sorry. The entertainment ain't the same. You ain't doing what you're supposed to do. And even though she did it, but she was dragging her feet. You got a lot of feet draggers out there. It's just my morning rant. That's why I say I was telling my man yesterday I miss my team. And even my little thing that came last night, she came late at night. You know, they break the deal as soon as they get in the room, everybody. That's basically the basis of this. They break the deal when they get to the room. And they're supposed to keep the deal. Because ain't nothing you can do from really not paying. I mean, you don't have to pay for half, work. But it's just going to cause a bigger problem. It's going to cost you extra 2,000 pesos or whatever it is. Especially the more time you try to keep them, the more I guess you're obligated to pay. Does that make sense? I say that a lot. Madison Square Sosua for millions and millions around the world. But like I said, I'd rather pay the 2,000 pesos than be in court and jail and jail and jail and jail. I'd rather pay that, man. But like I said, my little regular little thingy thing I've been messing with since 2020. And she comes at 1:50 a.m. She's leaving now like 6:50 a.m. Like, part of the game is that, just some heavy drinking. I'm a famous man. Out there in Rumbles, rocking, shocking. You know what I'm saying? I felt very Illmatic-ish. You know what I'm saying? I felt like Jay-Z when Streets is Watching came out for man's around the world. The Gonzalez lady with the beard. The Peninsky twins. Live in Madison Square. So anyway, you guys got to remember, just stick to your guns, but at the same time, you got to bend just a little bit. You got to bend. And if you like GFLE, girlfriend experience, GFE, don't go into it looking for GFE. Like, you kind of got to just vet them out. You got to feel them out. Don't go into one date saying this could be the one. Just try to get a clean, smooth at bat. It's a win when they come in, then the agreed arrangement, and they get out. That's a win. You got what you paid for. And that's pretty much it. But I see, there's a lot of guys. That's what I'm trying to tell dudes, that there are a lot of people, man. Shout out to Sosua Inn. Sosua Inn is for sale. Sosua Inn is for sale. Everybody, Sosua Inn is for sale. $11 million, y'all. Cheaper. But you get what you pay for. A lot of these girls are unrealistic. You don't look like the money you're talking about. You don't look like that. There's a lot of 6s that think they're a 10s. And I get it. Fake it till you make it. You got guys that come down for 3 days. Think they know the game. They know everything about it. They come before Halloween. They leave before Halloween. They rated to blow 1,400 in 3 days. Like, I'm really starting to think maybe, the numbers should change. Maybe we've been setting up dudes to fail. Maybe you should stay and bring a little more money. Especially if you think you're going to be spending like 300 boxes of ZD a day. I don't know. I got to stop using ZD. I mean, it sounds fly. Everything comes out of my mouth. Pause is fly. But like I said, I'm in Sosua Inn, doing my due diligence. I don't really do, I'll tell y'all, the T.M.I, Santiago, the Mosaic, the Fat Wonder, top 5 T.M.I. I do all my smashing at the end of my trips. I do the pureness out of my heart banging at the end of my trips. But at the end of the day, win or lose on this trip, depending on what you're trying to win, depending on what you're trying to lose, still a win because I wasn't doing nothing in the States. Stressed out, bugging. And I'm a legend down here. I walk the streets, people know, like, yo, that's the Fat Wonder right there. That's Mr. Mystic. You know what I'm saying? I'm Mr. 30 for 30. That's what they call me, Mr. 30 for 30, walking the streets. But I would say the girlfriend experience, don't go into it looking for it after the 3rd, 4th term. And if you like her, give her another term. Don't follow your boys. Don't care what they think. You can't do what your man do. When you guys come down here traveling, you can't do what your man do. Your man want to twist and shout. Want to take him and make him and mold him and make him. Hold up the peace sign. Assalamu alaikum. That's Big Daddy Kane. But you can't do what other people do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to front. The girls are attracting, I guess, the more muscular guys. But I've seen it every time in Rumbles. You sit there and just see the more better looking women running to go talk. You know, there's a crew of dudes, and they're all huddling around the entrance to their seats. You know what I'm saying? Good night, great night. This is really humbling, man. Taking a lot of pictures with guys, you know, because a lot of dudes are coming up to me now, like, you know, I didn't want to get on no, you know, ish. I didn't want to seem like I was, you know, man, like a fan. I didn't want to be a fan, and like, come up, man, come up and say, man, I'm real. I'm real. I always say that we can do whatever y'all want to do. Wow, but I'm gonna say that was the thing of this morning. But they changed the contract and damn near mid-flight up the stairs or in the elevator of the hotels for millions and millions around the world. They changed the contracts. Get in a room and they dragging their feet. Like I said, I was in Bailey. Shout out to Bailey. Shout out to Sosua. And Sosua Inn is for sale. Sale. And, you know, she looked like she's, you know, taking the SATs. Like, what's going on? Nothing. What you want to do? Okay. Like, that is not an answer to what you want to do. You know? We already know. We already laid down the contract. What you're supposed to do. What you said. This is what you said. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes, you know, you got to consider them like children. Like, you lying. Now, I don't even think they lie. They just don't deliver. Does that make sense? Like, you're not delivering. That's why I said, I was telling my man, I was like, it's going to be hard to build a team this trip, especially I can't really travel like that. I'll start doing the average. Shout out to my man, Rico Toro. You know? Like I said, once that door shuts, it's a little scary. Because you don't know who this person really is. And this country don't play that. You know? You got to really do a lot of better judging, like. Because even if, now I'm noticing, even if you get in text messages and you're really not getting the full performance of the vehicle, you're not getting the full terms of the contract. You know, it's like, I don't know. It's like when the Knicks got Xavier Daniels, Madison Square, Sosua. It's just think you're not getting what you paid for from the free agent. It's like, God damn it. This ain't what I wanted, but you know what? You're here. You're having a good time. And you look at it like that. You make better choices. When you're out there circling David Rosen, Pedro Casante, David Rosen, Pedro Casante. You got to take time to yourself. That's what I do. Then you know, top 5 T.M.I. You got to take time to yourself. You got to sit down and say, go through the numbers, talk, say what you want to do. This one was cute. This one was cuddly. Got to get a cuddly. You want a cuddly? I had a chick in Santiago that was a cuddly. And I still see guys really getting it twisted. Like, okay, she's a waitress. Like, so? She's still going to make it do what it do. Just for maybe like, you know. The regular girls always want more money. And another thing, they're getting past guys too. They're like, no, you know, be somewhere else and be like, yeah. I don't really do that stuff. I don't do that stuff. Like, damn, she ain't want no money. She didn't want no money. But it's coming. The back end is coming. You got to figure in 3 months, her washing machine going to break. And you're going to say to yourself, she never asked me for money. Now she asking for me to fix her washing machine. And half of these guys, more than half of these guys, 80% of these guys haven't left Sosua. And if they did, they just rode through the mountains from the airport of Santiago. Mind you, hit me up, T.M.I. Santiago, top 5 T.M.I. for the my new little business I got with my homeboy. Pick you up from Santiago Airport for a nice little fee. Listen, I'm not trying to break dudes. Like, you know, you got the Thailand dudes, consultation. Give me the money. Give me. Like, I'm not like that dude, but you know, it's nice to be like, okay, it's an appreciative number. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I was saying this morning, Rand. Don't go into it with the GFE. I say once every trip, one of you guys should be taking just like a ride through Cabarete. Cabarete's not that far. Cabarete's like 15 minutes. But go to the Malecon on the beach. Take a trip. Walk through Miami Beach. Even just go shopping. Go shopping through the, some of the grocery stores in Puerto Plata. Puerto Plata is big, but it's not as big as Santiago, in my opinion. There's more to do in Santiago, and there's way more to do in Santo Domingo. And all these girls come from Santo Domingo. A lot of them come from Santo Domingo. That's why I said, if you're going to be here in late December, Christmas time, do all your collectings now. Collect all your broads now. I like to keep contact. That's why a lot of guys say, hey, I don't send money. I'm not in grants. I look at it as like an insurance plan. I do. All state. All fat. T.M.I. all fat insurance. $30-$40. Like, here you go. There were times in the States this summer I ain't even having. I was like, yeah, I'm going to send you $20. I'm going to send you $20. Just to keep it, fresh. I don't know. Because people are saying that they're going to go and still do what they do anyway. There's people that paid them $600 and they were still doing what they do anyway. But when you don't give them nothing, they just completely gone. They defect. I haven't met anybody here that said they seagull came back or they still had good relations with their seagulls. The marvelous T.M.I. on the court center stage. That's what they start calling Mr. 30 for 30. Mr. Center Stage. Delivers every time. I barely made it here with the skin of my teeth. Madison Square Sosua. He's out here dribbling, slashing, and dashing. His uniqueness is perfection. Listen. At the end of the day, you should get what you want. And want what you get. Does that make sense? I don't know. But you're never going to get pure intentions from these people, regardless. Even when they're not lying, they're lying. I ain't going to say people, because then how could you say that about my people? Like, nah, shut up, Dukes. But you're never going to get fully what you want. And shout out to the Dominican Republic, man. They make a lot of money around Halloween. I'm telling you, JetBlue watching these videos. JetBlue watching these videos are raising the price. JetBlue, stop it. Shout out to Sosua N, though. Sosua N is for Sam. Sosua. It's going to be a good time. If anything, just try to have a good time. And I notice, like, habits I have in the States, I don't have down here. But the habits I create down here, I don't have in the States. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not a coffee drinker, but I come down here and I drink coffee. And I said to myself, this trip has been raining so much in the weather and the heat. Like, I ain't really been renting a car. And y'all know I rent a car. But I was just like, you know what I'm saying? I have a mild little, trippy trip. But still, to me, it's better. Because all these guys that prove that they get women in the States, you never see them. And you got guys that never had a voice that get on these lives. Now they got a voice. Now they're people. now there's somebody with a voice. They never, in the corporate meetings, they never stand up and speak for 5 to 15 minutes. Or at the job, at the correctional facility, at the meetings about, hey, where should we move camera? See? They never stand up for that meeting. But they got the emoji, hiding behind an emoji with an opinion. Everybody's got an opinion. That might be the downside of YouTube. Everybody got an opinion. There's too much advice to take. But at the same time, you're not meeting anybody. But you are meeting the fat wonder, Mr. 30 for 30. Center stage. You're meeting center stage of Rumble. Okay, man, let me get you a drink. You're a goddamn all-star. Anyway, GFE is not going to be obtained in one trip. There's a lot of guys, man, 4 days, 6 days, 4 days, 6 days. And like I said, I'm appreciative just to be here. The air. I'm appreciative to be here, and you should too. And take it for what it's worth. But you got to learn from each trip, especially if it's every 4 months that you're coming. It's hard to play this type of lifestyle, this type of game. The sacrifices we all make, not seeing your kids, missing out on games. But the ZD is up. They won a lot of money. And some of them are just, like I said, you leave it in their hands, they're going to raise it. You ask your son, a young daughter, or cousin or nephew or godson, like, how much you want for your birthday? Of course they're gonna say a Maserati, the Batmobile Maserati. They're gonna want more, so you just throw it at them first. Like I had some that was insulted, like, are you kidding me, baby? Like, no, I'm not. That's my number. And they look at me like, ha. I was like, what's your number, by the way? Like, you never, ever got over 30 points a game. How'd you dare command those those numbers? You are Lamar Odom. You Greg Anthony. I'm not paying Greg Anthony no money. Did Greg Anthony ever get that type of money? God damn it. But there are a lot of beautiful ones out here. And like I said, Sosua stands up, man. All these African Americans getting along, and in the 90s, the 80s, we've been trying to kill each other. It's just a good time. Come down and have a good time. Like I said, they're changing the contract, though. That's what I noticed in the beginning. They're changing the contract. They're changing what we're writing them and text messaging, right? Because a lot of brothers don't know Spanish. Some do. A lot don't. And I guess you can't get the full experience if you know Spanish or not, whatever. But I still say it is what it is. I know guys that still go through it and they know a lot of Spanish. So this is so in. Beautiful hotel, beautiful rooms for millions and millions around the world. Millions and millions around the world. I'm gonna get a line up. Shout out to my mans. I got a couple friends that's leaving today. This is crazy. Mr. Center Stage. But don't look forward to trying to close a deal quick. Don't look forward to trying to close a deal by thinking, hey, this is going to be my number one. And I guess you guys got it from me. You know what I'm saying? I set up the geographicals, the charts. Is she a 6? Is she a 5? Is she a 2? That's why I say I have so many things that I started. Hit the Cash App, $, T.M.I 950. But yeah, I had my little friend come late last night, like 1 a.m. Left at 6:50 a.m. No, she came at, God damn, I got a bruise on my arm. What's going on at night? But she came at 1:50, left at 6:50. And they're always downplaying it not working. But I tell guys all the time, they don't work like that. There's a lot more women than men out here. And there's a lot of dudes out here. There was damn near 3,000 people in Rumble last night. There were a lot of parties, and Rumble was still sold out, standing room only. Shout out to Rumble. When you come, you have a good time, meet connects. You can meet people from all over, everywhere. This is my morning rant, what y'all doing. What you got looking forward to. I know people that plan their trip, and they still like a week and a half away from leaving Sosua, and they still planning their trip. And I made some mistakes on that trip. I'm overpacking. I stuck at the airport, and I had travel issues. So my man at the last minute sent me an Uber. This ain't easy, man. This game ain't easy, especially if you ain't got it. And you can have it and not still have it. And I had I had my one. I don't even know if she's really on the team. It's like we had so many injuries and so many dismissals. That's what I start calling them, the disappointment chicks, dismissals. They never stay the same. I know that. I know that now. I'm able to accept it. I can accept it. I can man up. I can be a man. A lot of dismissals. The dismissables. And it's just like, no. You're reading the text, no. You're reading, like, no. Okay, we ain't gonna do this deal. But my man is kind of like godfather to like her daughter. And I've known her since 2020. And it's just like, man, get the money, man. They kind of negated again. There's a lot of tricks. They got a lot of tricks. It looks like they're doing what they're supposed to do, but they really don't. You know? They look like they're doing their chores, and it's like, it's not really what I wanted. Any bosses out there? There's more beggars and bosses on YouTube. I missed the front stage. 30 for 30. But look into the contract more, the fine print with these women. Read the fine print. And say, you don't perform diligently Mr. Diligence, Center Stage, Fat Wonder, Wolf of Wall Street, Machiavelli, T.M.I, Chubby Cheddar. Go to my other channels. T.M.I, Sosua. I'm exhausted. And I have no idea why. Breakfast, I think, is the best meals in this place. Mr. Center Stage is telling you. I think out of all the meals in this place, that's how I see it. Like, breakfast is like the best thing here. And you guys are still demanding cooks and chefs, and I want the women to cook for me. Millions and millions around the world. Not even Madison Square, so you got T.M.I, Center Stage, Mr. Center Stage, Mr. Come Through. Hope all your family's good. Hope you enjoyed this morning rant. Like I said, don't pursue something that's not there. Don't push through it. This ain't that type of town. Yeah, you can. But I'm saying it should not be those type of difficulties. You shouldn't be sending your man over to go talk to the woman. And there's some women out here that won't touch me, won't have anything to do with me. They got some kind of knock list out here with all the YouTubers' faces on it. I just landed. I've been here like 9-10 months. They got my face on a list. Guys with the glasses, guys with the glasses. Creek cameras is just a different elements. It's just a different being, different thing. I don't know. I think I talked enough, but just always protect yourself at all times. And just remember, they're gonna renege. They're gonna change the contract. They're gonna come upstairs in your hotel, and they're gonna be different than what they was when they were with you. They're on your arm, they're hugging you, they're kissing you. Just protect yourself, guys. That's my morning rant. R.I.P. Rico Toro. Go to Rico Toro channel, everybody. Please. Go to my other channel, T.M.I Sosua. Instagram, T.M.I950. Just remember, they're going to change the contract. Yeah, remember, the GFE takes down. But, you know, regardless if you're fat or skinny. Fat and the skinny guys got the same losses. I don't see a lot of big brothers down here no more. I don't know what happened. Too much gastric bypass, god damn it, and more Twinkies.